welcome to CryptoOGs.
Welcome to CryptoOGs. Today we have a special guest. At a very young age, he is leading one of the leading platforms on the ecosystem of crypto. The name of the company is called T5. Sometimes when you want to do something with a token, you need to go and buy a token at a centralized exchange. Then you have to send it to a decentralized exchange. Then you have to swap it somewhere else. Then you have to stake it somewhere else. Well, T5 is here to help us under one solution to change the whole ecosystem. And I have directly the founder with us, Matan, at 23 years old. He's leading a crypto project which make me amazed. How are you, Matan, today?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you for the warm intro. I'm great. How are you?
Obviously, yeah, it's good. So for the people don't know, we met with Matan about 2 months ago. We met in Dubai, then in Japan, then we met again in Monaco. He shared his knowledge and his vision about T5. And I said, look, I need to bring Matan into the show so people understand what he's building. But before understanding what is T5, let's tell everybody, when do you start in crypto? A couple of years ago, you're a crypto G already. Obviously, people probably see you that you have a very good success at such a young age, but they probably don't know you hustle, you pains, So tell us about Matan before jumping into the T5 solution.
Okay, yeah, would love to. So I started my crypto journey approximately 6 years ago. I was pretty much broke. I always like business, always like entrepreneurship, but never really did something with it. Yeah, I just want to buy some game to my phone, cost like $7, and I couldn't afford it. And I asked my mother to do it, and she said no. And I was like, why not? $7. And she was like, doesn't matter, it's a stupid expense, whatever. And then I understand I have to be like financially free. I just searched on YouTube.
How old were you?
I was 17.
Wow. Okay. So you're trying to buy a game and then you're trying to get $7 to buy
Minecraft,
the
by
game.
the way,
Wow.
shout out. Yeah. And anyway, I just enter YouTube, searched online, searched like how to make money online, and this is how I got to crypto, basically. And yeah, I started like almost 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I just started investing, start like researching projects, start looking at actually mostly ways of passive income. We're actually implementing a lot of it in the profit sharing models and the staking with our platforms. But basically, from all the staking and all the liquidity providing, just a ways to create passive income in crypto. And I pretty quickly, like 1.5 years in, I started managing my own kind of VC, private VC. It started from friends and family, and it grew pretty quickly. We managed almost $10 million in like 7 months, and then apparently it wasn't legal what we are doing, so we had to shut it down. Yeah, I moved to be an analyst at the private investor group, which were paying very well, and I love it. I actually the one who created most of the tokenomics within our platform.
Wow.
I think they're pretty good, they're pretty creative, especially the old token utility, which is something I really like. And yeah, I just had the opportunity to look daily at hundreds of projects over almost a year. And I think it gave me a lot of view about the crypto space, a lot of because so many people and so many projects who said they're gonna do so many things. You don't need to invent the wheel. You just need to actually do what those 40 guys said they will do and didn't do, and just a bit better because you know already like what this guy did as well, and basically just make a whole piece.
Yeah.
And yeah, afterwards I started working in the Web3 space, and okay, now I have the knowledge. And I have the money, I want to have the connections. And I worked in 4 different companies.
Wow.
Yeah, I worked in marketing. I worked in operation. I worked in business development. I was in conferences all around the world, met incredible people, made great connections. That all of them coming with me to build these things. And yeah, started doing DeFi, T-Swap, his last name,
Yeah.
approximately a year ago in June of 2023.
Yeah.
And just been growing, grinding and growing since. That's what I
So,
do like right now, 24/7.
Matan, it's been amazing. You short, well, it's not a short journey. It's a long journey because in crypto, 1 year is like 10 years. So you've been 6 years in crypto. It's like 60 years in real life. You mentioned a couple of things. Obviously, the $7 you didn't have, so you're trying to find your way to make money. Then you start to work with different companies, to learn, to network. Obviously, I probably assume you didn't get paid much back then. You probably just was doing it to gain experience. And that's what people sometimes
Actually,
forget.
I gotta say one thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but actually, like I made like nice amount of money, like, especially comparing to my age by being an analyst and in the investment
Okay.
firm. And on the first company, I came with like, okay, what experience do you have? And like, what do you mean experience? I don't know. I never worked free. Like, I don't want. Like, I work for free. I don't care. So it's like because I didn't need the money, so I just wanted the connection. So yeah, on my first 6 months, I worked for free in one company, and I just
Mm.
like I gained a lot of experience there, and then I got an offer from another firm, and I'm like, okay, that's time to move to the next phase of my life, and actually like earn money, and it's a new circuit, it's new connections, new industries within this huge ecosystem, and then they actually said, no, okay, we can pay you now, don't leave, and then I stayed there, and like yeah, but actually the beginning, yeah, not a lot of money, but no money at all. Yeah.
No money at all. And yes, you say you started in 2017. I always had this question to all our guests. How much was the price of Bitcoin when you start in crypto?
It was 6,100.
6,000. And then
Not that,
how,
not that low, because you think
not that
cities
low,
ago, you're
but
saying like,
still, and
yeah.
what was the first crypto that you bought? It was Bitcoin?
Yeah, it was Bitcoin. It was Bitcoin.
Okay.
I bought it at the crypto at bitcoin.com. I didn't know what I was doing at all. I think on the second thing I bought after Bitcoin, I held just Bitcoin, like only Bitcoin until like 2020. And I remember like one day entering and seeing Ethereum at like 75, $80. Was
Mhm.
like a bit after the Corona crash, the COVID crash in 2020. I was like, wasn't it like over 1,000? Okay, maybe we can buy some Ethereum, but like that's it. And now I'm like just a holder of like 1,000 different cheat coins.
Okay. So, Matan, let's go a little bit forward. Then you put a VC together, you manage some capital from people, family, and friends, and these experiences happen to so many people. Some people jump into crypto and start to be so disruptive that it's not like they forget, but sometimes there's no regulation in place back then, or nobody tell us stuff. But we are the one that building the whole ecosystem. And now, fast forward after you've been doing business developers analysis, marketing strategy, raising funds. You've done a lot. And something that you say that I want that the people that are listening to this, especially the young generation, that you work for free nearly 6 months just to learn. And then that's what people need to understand. This is not only Matan of DeFi just ready to launch his project because he can, or because he gained some wealth within the last 6 years, because he put the effort and energy, didn't get paid. And then something that's quite unique that also you say that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So let's talk about that, because when I met you, you said the solution that I've been waiting for. I have a phone here, I have the tablet here, so I need to swap, I need to stake, I need to do a sex, I have here my laptop. So I have so many windows and wallets, and I have so many hardware wallets. It's insane. Tell us about DeFi and how the idea of merging all the things DeFi and crypto in one platform come from. How the light went into your head and said,
I
let's
gotta
go.
ask before, did you prepare all those stuff in advance or just accidentally on your
No,
table?
this is
Because it
what
was
I
a
have
lot of
every day
different.
with me. I have
That's
with this
impressive.
every day. I have everything.
I have 2 screens, 2 phones, and one hard wallet here.
So I have 2 screens, one iPad, one phone, and 2 hard wallets. And it's getting hard.
Impressive. What was the question?
How DeFi started, you see? That's how the idea came after seeing all of this stuff.
Okay, so I was like, when you like 20, 21, whatever, and you're pretty young, okay, and most people just like finish high school, starting to see if they want a degree, they want to go to the military, they want to like do whatever, and you not really financially based. And I was already like making like nice money back there compared to my age and my stage in life. And if you have like people that are close to you, if if you are successful at anything, especially money, which is something everybody care at, they ask you like, how do you do it? What do you do? How can I do it too? And it just one person after the other, it leads to a place where in the past, I think 3-4 years, I onboarded over 1,000 people to the crypto space, like from scratch. And when you're doing all those stuff and you are like over and over again, and you see like where the difficulties are and what the places where say like, what? How will you do that? And like all those stuff, I think that was something very important that I kept in mind, and just like this feeling of like someone is like gotta do it better just got stronger and stronger on every single person that I onboarded. And eventually, yeah, we just have like, okay, just gotta do something with it. And that's how we started basically.
So basically, you help 1,000 people to get on board in crypto, like directly, or probably more through your community, and then you say,
No, directly.
directly 1,000 people, one by one. And then,
Directly.
and then you say there's so many wallets, so many solutions, so many swaps, so many decks, so many central exchange. And then you say, how the idea came from? Like you say, okay, I'm going to build something, but how was it? Did you decide to call it T-swap, or you say I'm going to create this solution? Let's talk about this. What main problems in the DeFi is trying to provide a solution to? Because you create this because there's a problem. What is the solution that you're trying to fix?
Everybody is talking. I don't know. By the way, if you remember the banner I had in Monaco, like onboarding the next billion users. We have a better one now, but so everybody is talking about onboarding the next billion users, and it's a nice catchphrase. And now when Stone is starting to implement stuff in like 900 million users, it's gonna be much easier. But Telegram, not Stone. I'm sorry, but everybody's talking about it. But there's so many obstacles in this industry. For example, like I think one of the biggest things that we are solving that people like, I had so much like negative feedback about the crypto space regarding this issue is you have your money on Binance. It's a Binance because it's the biggest one, so no one think of promoting anything. So you have your money on Binance, okay, and you withdraw it to your MetaMask, and you have USDT because you want to swap on a DEX. You want it to buy on a pre-sale.
Yeah.
Well, now if you want to interact with smart contracts, you want to do something simple, not complicated, okay? Not just like develop a token or something. It's just like you want to buy something, and you withdraw your USDT from Binance to MetaMask, and now you're going to send, and like, no, you're in Ethereum. What's Ethereum? No, it's just a token. You need to pay with that. Okay, but I can't. Like, I don't have it in my wallet. So can I? Okay, but no, you can swap on Uniswap. And that's okay, cool. But no, but you need also Ethereum for that. But like, okay, so you know what? Just I don't want this bullshit. Just I want to bring the money back to Binance. I'm like, no, you can't in Ethereum. But I just started from there. You didn't ask me Ethereum. It's like, people like like asking people like, can someone please send me like $4 to this address? And
Yeah,
so
because they have the money attached and they have more money.
yeah, so I think one of the coolest features I like, and I think people that are very new to crypto won't even understand it's a feature. Like won't even like I think the best feature, like best invention in the world, are stuff that after they're happening, people say like, what people did before that. So
Yeah.
like, so I think where we are allowing people in the swap, in the transfer, in the entire application, that ecosystem, if it's lending, swapping, bridges, domains, interacting with smart contracts, everything, even sending and receiving money, you can pay the fees with whatever tokens you want. Obviously not whatever token, but we have some white label tokens. Like, but if you wanted to send USDT, you can pay the fees in USDT, like what in Ethereum. So yeah, that's one of the most features I think will make the onboarding process to crypto, specifically in our platform, much easier than others.
Okay, so
And
just to clarify, guys, look, most of the people that are watching this podcast or listening, we have a big audience on Binance Live. They probably know already how to do all of this. But when you are new into crypto, especially, look, it's not even you have to be new. Matan, I think so. You're going to bring this solution. I will help a lot of people into crypto. Not only the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Maxi, also the DGens of memes. I personally, when I saw Solana, and then there were a couple of memes, they say you need to download Phantom or Sulfur. I said, what is that? Look, I've been 7 years, but I never use Solana. I said, what is Phantom and what is Sulfur?
Soulflare.
So I download in my phone. Then I said, now how I need to send Solana to this? Okay, I'll send the Solana from my exchange to this wallet that I just randomly they tell me, right? And then I have to go to Radium, on the screener, and then do the swap. And then once I have my meme or whatever, I need to wait to get dropped into my Phantom, and I need to add a contract manually. So all of these steps for somebody that's been nearly 10 years in the industry is still challenging. So me as a user, what I have done, for example, if I want to help somebody, I have in my chat GPT step by step. You need to buy this, go to Radeon, go to Phantom, but download the real one. Otherwise you get a fake one and they take you funds. Then don't send the funds to the contract because it's a contract. It's, it's not a wallet. It's a contract you need to add to your wallet. So all of this, it happened with all the layer ones. Also happened to me recently with Ton. Ton is quite difficult to understand, and there's no many DEX
It's
solutions, there's
Chinese.
no many swaps. It's so difficult. And the people ended not giving up, or they go back to the crypto exchange, the centralized, and but they turn there, it sees and they just hold it. But there's so many behind decentralization, DEX wallet, Web3 wallets, that people lose opportunities. I'm not talking about memes because memes are lottery. It's up and down all the time. But probably good projects, either for pre-sale, private sale, or just to hold it, then they're not in the main exchanges yet. And that's how I think DeFi is going to help this new generation of people that are not only new into crypto, no, they've been into crypto, but they just know how to use one exchange, right? But I think so. It's not a matter of time; it's a matter of team. They say about it. So let's talk about the team behind DeFi because you have the idea, but you're a guy that is building this, and you have a lot of knowledge in different areas. But let's talk about the whole team of DeFi.
Yeah, I would actually want 1 second before I talk about the team, which is something I love to talk about because I think we have an amazing team here. I want to talk about what you said. You said that that people that are not new in the space need to understand that this is feature. It's very good to for the onboarding process of new users to make it more seamless. We actually have let's say two different strategies where we're looking at the onboarding and the adoption of the platform. One is of course the new users, which my favorite part is the feature, you can say, is the gas fees. but we have animals. But actually, on the other side of the onboarding from users that already existed from different platforms, we have features as well. Because right now there are like 5. Let's go for Dexes, okay? Because that's the first product is gonna be ready on V1. So let's talk about Dex. Right now there's like 5 Dexes, like Jupiter, Sushi, Pancake, Uni, and like Smoothies. Okay, so those 5 dexes hold like 98% market share.
Wow.
And yeah, and you have so many dexes, like liquidity is not an issue because you have aggregation. You have 1inch and stuff like this. So, but it's like there are so many dexes who are like so much more innovative, more advanced, cheaper, faster, more secure, and they get no adoption. It's crazy. And you think, okay, but okay, you can say like until tomorrow, you can say like, yeah, I'm better than them. I'm doing that, but it's like you see, yeah, but also he's better than them and he didn't get any adoption. So why would you succeed? So I think the most important thing to realize, and I know people won't crucify me in the comment section, is that people are lazy. And I said because I'm lazy, and everyone I know is lazy. And it's just the hard truth. People are lazy. And if you tell them, listen, you know this fuck you're doing, yeah, you never got hacked, but some people did. And if you want to do on this swap, it's more secure and it's better, more innovative, and more features and whatever. But you need to get used to a new platform now, okay? And people are like, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. And it's like, it's crazy, but it's true. And one of the key features we did to make the onboarding of new users to crypto, to make the onboarding to our platform from users from other platforms, to make the adoption, to bring the adoption, is make a customizable dashboard where the dashboard is fully customizable, where every part of it, if it's the chart, if it's the analytics, if the like data from Dex tools, data from CMC, all of those, like everything you need it in one place. But also you can fully customize the shapes, the size, the colors, the locations, everything to make it exactly like the dashboard you are already used to. I think, and I will say one more thing about the dashboard. I think one of the best softwares that was ever developed is Excel. And I'll tell you why. You know, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. I know. I'm a geek, but I'll tell you why. Because Excel, I don't know if it's that common. I know like it's pretty common where I come from, but Excel is something my grandmother can use to make these tables and have no problem with, and so intuitive to her. And yet, I know people who are doing such like super complex stuff with it. And so I think the ideal for a platform, for a dashboard, for an interface, for software is to make it as seamless, as clean, as intuitive as possible, and yet give the people the option to make it the most advanced, sophisticated, and complicated thing in the world. And this is what we are trying to do with our dashboard.
So I listen from the one and only, the founder of T5. He's bringing a solution so seamlessly that you wouldn't even know that you're using crypto swapping, Dexing, and everything. But it's not only you, right, Matan? Who else is in the team?
Yeah, the team. Yeah. I actually wrote down team to remember I need to talk about it because I know it's going to be a long speech now. So the team. We have, okay, so it's obviously a lot of different departments. I don't think like operation and finance stuff like this are super interesting. We are almost 40 people now working on the company. Yeah, almost half of them are from the product and development side. We have a lot to develop. We're actually working also with development with Syndica. They're the one who built the keyword finance, one of the most complex projects I ever saw. They're creating like a patent protected bridgeless bridge solution partnered with MasterCard. Not really talk about them, doesn't matter. But yeah, we announced the partnership with them last week. So yeah, they're actually the one who's going to create the synthetic assets and the bridges like with their platform. Anyway, more than that, I think the most important feature or departments, you can say more correctly, in a company is marketing and business development. So in the marketing side, we're actually working with, I think, probably the best marketing team I ever saw. We started with them. It's actually funny because we did it a lot in our company. We started with them as like marketing advisors, and like they're doing us like and doing like 10, 50 projects at a time, and like slowly but steady, like getting like in love with the project, getting like on board on the process, and like dropping things over and over again. And it was a big marketing consultancy that was managing marketing for almost 20 companies, and now they're doing only DeFi. And
Wow.
yeah, I think by the way that the designs are beautiful. If you look at the website, it's
It's
like,
good. Yeah, the website is good.
yeah, I love them.
And the
Yeah, and on the BD side, so it's divided into two, in my opinion, into two different parts. So the first part is the influence, where we partnered with almost no with four very big influencers. Most of them we haven't started actively promoting with yet.
okay.
On the pipeline, as I say. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, as like the getting the exposure and getting to getting the word to the masses. And the other part is the biz dev that behind the scenes. If it's the specialties in listing on the top tier exchanges, if it's on bringing the big VCs, and I think after development, it's like we are like still 6 or 7 people. It's like 19 people like in development side. We are like 11 in in the business development, and it's like 7 everything else in the company. So we are really focused on. That's actually true only because marketing works with a lot of outsourced companies. So there are only 4 guys in marketing, but they're working with a lot of outsourced companies. Anyway, yeah. So I think
It's a
we're
big team.
pretty
So
good.
one
Yeah,
year,
it's a big team.
you start 1 year ago. Now you have 40 people, and you haven't even launched, and you're just getting started. But something that you did very, very recently is you changed from T-Swap to T-Fi. Tell us why the switching of name came.
So we knew it's gonna be DeFi from the beginning, actually. But I think there's a big problem in crypto where people overpromise and underdeliver,
Okay.
and I hate it. It's like so many good projects with such a good roadmap, just like doesn't do stuff. I remember I've been an analyst and like, oh my god, like look at the team, look at the guys, look at the funding. If they just would say what they say they're gonna do, it's gonna be amazing. So I hate people doing that. And we knew that at the beginning, our main product is going to be the swap, and we already have all the architecture and the funding for building a swap, and we have the partnership to launch it on and everything. So we knew a swap is a guaranteed thing that's going to happen. So we started, okay, we say T-swap. Okay, well, I don't want to say like stuff, and then like, okay, I said lending, but we're gonna do like cross bridges, and like instead it's like only the thing we're 100% sure at. And we made a decision approximately 3 weeks ago that we are in a stage that where we know that we can, we want, and we will build everything we say we're gonna build. So it's time to reveal the T-Fi. And actually, T-Swap
Okay.
is just what it's not. It's still existing. It's one of the products. The
Okay.
DEX called T-Swap.
Okay. Okay. So the T-Swap is a product, it's on the T5, the whole ecosystem. I like the name more of T5, and I know what you want to deliver in the future for the community and for the early investors and people that love the idea like I do. It will be worth that change of name. I'm talking about people that like to uh, put their energy or their tokens in new projects, in visions of founders like you and your whole team. Currently, TFI is in pre-sale. So yes, Matan, tell us about currently the pre-sale is on. Tell us what's next and what to expect in the next quarter of 2024.
Okay, it's actually a pretty tight up quarter. It's just walking under the radar for so long, and like suddenly everything is like Crazy. So we can expect the pre-sale to be over, the TGE, the listing of the token, the testnet to be launched and closed, the airdrop for the testnet, and for the whitelist, and obviously the mainnet V1 launch. So a lot.
So you are going to do this year, all of it?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that's insane. But that's a lot of work as well. So for the pre-sale, how long is the pre-sale on, or is until you fill up
It's
the
either
allocation?
it's either the allocation or the last day of September.
End of September.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's time. There's not much time. 2 months left. And talking about time, I know listing is very important, but also raising funds, obviously, to build a proper ecosystem. But if you could choose from the list, right? Community, product development, or sorry, community, product, or development. Which one would you choose to make a project successful?
Oh, now I feel like it's one of the questions that no matter what you're gonna say, people are gonna hate you about it. Uh, okay, okay. I think most people, if you see like how we run things in the community and like how transparent we are and how high level communication and the place the community have with the decision making of the community, I think probably most people will think I'm gonna say community, but I'm gonna say product. Uh,
Okay.
I think that product. I think it's scary, but listen. Obviously, like if you don't have a product, okay, and you have community, you basically like meme coins, okay, where meme coins eventually die. They have this wave going up and they die. No one cares
Yeah.
about them after 5, 6, 7 years. Okay, like Dogecoin is a phenomenon, but anyway, in general. Um, so, but in this first wave of adoption of like hype, you will have a million eyes looking at what you're doing, looking at your product,
Yeah.
looking at your fundamentals, looking at your team, inspecting everything. And if and the difference between building things that you want to last 1 year, 2 years, or if you want them to last 1 or 2 decades, or even longer, the difference is when those million eyes looking at you, what they're gonna see. And if they're gonna see a good project, a good team, a good fundamentals, a good idea, and like deliver on their time and transparency and everything, I think that's the key of like actual long sustainable projects.
That's good. Actually,
That's
I
what
just
we look
remember,
for.
I just remember something, and especially we're here now on Binance Live. By the way, shout out to the Binance team. But when I started in Binance in 2017, and I have account in HitBTC, I won't not name it all of them, but Bittrex, Poloniex, all exchanges. Probably people don't remember them. Binance came, and the product, the experience, the user experience, it was so easy. That's why I like it, and I start to recommend it. So yeah, I agree with you. Now Binance has 200 million people, as a user. But what's the product that make it successful? If the product wasn't working, wasn't single transaction, good for trading, withdraw, putting stuff inside, whatever, it wouldn't be as successful as today. And I think so. There's something that you've been telling all your community and your team. I've seen it. The product is really important, and also products start with the way that people perceive your brand. Like Apple. Apple is an amazing product. And it has, like, I don't know how many people use it. Probably 4 billion. I don't know, but it was the brand of Apple, how everything start to get attached. The level of the products, that's amazing. I have 4 Apple products in front of me. But I started everything from the brand, and you're doing an amazing brand with your team. Congratulations, because I have a lot of good feedback when people go into the website, when the people go into the Twitter, and also into you have a tool for the allocations. When somebody want to buy in a private sale, that we probably will leave it below. It's really good. People like it. It's very spot on. And now talking about branding, talking about community, let's talk about, you've been traveling a lot. Obviously, I seen you already 3 countries the last 2 months. Where is DeFi attending? Is any crypto event that you're going to be, so people can go and see you and know the team and see the roadmap, and obviously probably by then you will have a beta version. Where are you going next?
Okay, that's a great question. That's a fun part. You're working like in your basement like all year, and then like you go to a conference and you have in a booth and you're living your life. But okay, so generally, every important conference we really trying to send 1 or 2 people there for the connection, for the awareness, for the partnership that can be created in conferences. It's crazy. I remember I was like almost 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago, 20 months ago. I was in KBW, Korean Blockchain Week, with another company they worked in, and I remember I felt like, oh my god, if I'm gonna be here for like the next 30 days, we are top 10. It's crazy. Like so many connections. It's like incredible. So we are really trying to make sure like we are like have presence in all of the major ones. But booth wise, actually next week we're going to Blockchain Rio, the biggest conference in Latin America. You have we are gold sponsor there. We're gonna have a booth. So we have like Chainlink, Solana, Ripple, Cardano, like big names. So yeah, that's obviously important. And we are going to KBW also. I love this conference. And then Token 2049 Singapore. And that's like the major ones. We obviously took booth in Rio, and we are looking to take booth either in KBW or Token. I think most of them is a waste because most people go to both of them. But anyway, that's for finance. But so we are pretty much in all of them. Currently, we are also having a booth in Rio, and feel free to go and follow us on Twitter and be updated first on everything next.
That's amazing. I'm pretty sure we have a very good crew around Brazil and Singapore. Yeah, one of the biggest. And obviously, you get the crew from Latin America and US in the Rio one, and then you have all the Asian and Africa from the Singapore. And talking about, look, Asia obviously it's been a big part of crypto. Most of the market move around that side of the world. Most of the chains were created there, and most of the crypto people that have been like the OGs they've been from there, right? But now there's a lot of people looking at you, that you become also an OG, and there's so many people probably that start the journey with you that probably know at that rate that you are right now. You're building something. You went through ups and downs, but now you're making a statement. Let's give advice to 2 kind of people. Let's give what will be the advice for somebody that is just getting started in crypto. It doesn't matter the age. They just start 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago. That's just getting started. What will be one piece of advice that you want to give them? Let's think about that, Matan, when he was 17. If you could get advice from you now, what advice would you give him?
Okay, that's a lot of pressure. You mostly because you see yourself every day, every second, every moment, and you never stop looking at yourself as the newbie. So it sounds weird for you to say that, but I understand what you're saying. Obviously, I have more experience in cryptos than most of the people, statistically, I assume. So I think one of the actually I have 2 things to say, and I'm pretty contradicting, but I'll try to explain them.
Okay, it's contradiction. They were in crypto.
Yeah, you're just troubling me. So I think people sometimes following the hype too much, and usually they're the least one to buy the hype, and getting pretty direct. So I think taking the time doing the doing the research. Like, everyone say like DYOR and like do your own research. So I think it's very important, mostly like utility of the token and tokenomics wise. And yeah, I think that's like token don't have utility. So even if it is successful, no reason for token to go up. And if the tokenomics is horrible, like we've seen in a lot of projects recently where the circulation triples in a night, and you all see what happens to the tokens. So that's obviously something to be careful of. Yeah, so, but also I would say on the other hand that so many times I had this time when I was like going to buy a token, and I was saying like, okay, maybe that's like, let's go a bit lower, and then like, a token drop from $1 to 20 cents, and then you say, okay, on 19 cents I'm buying, and it's like, come on, what's the difference? You look at the 10x, what, just this tiny bit, and you miss it. So I think if you make a decision to buy something, you're not sure it's the time to buy it, just buy a small portion just in case. And do your own research, especially like utility and economic wise.
Nobody have said this before. Like buy a small portion, so don't miss the window. And of course, guys, remember everything that we say here is based on our opinions. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, as Matan say. But let's talk about prediction for this year. We have nearly 5 months and 1 week left in this year. What are your prediction? Do you think we will get the bull coming back in September, October? Do you think we'll hit 80,000 in Bitcoin, 4,000 back in Ethereum, and Solana probably 250? How you see the market moving within the next 4 months, 5 months?
I think, okay, if I have to guess, no financial advice. We're gonna have like a bit more down from here. Okay, we're gonna maybe or just boring consolidation, and towards September when people get back from the holidays and get back to business, like end of August, September, we're gonna have this as well. Like we're gonna start seeing it kicks in, and like the Christmas rally effect and everything, where like next to the end of the year, the markets are always more optimistic, and yeah, so I think we're gonna have a good end of the year. I think I'm afraid to say 6 figures. I think it will happen on Bitcoin, 100K. But definitely, I think it's gonna be a good year. And I think, by the way, our launch of the token on the listing, like on October, I think it's phenomenal timing.
It's perfect time. Don't tell these too many projects because everybody will launch at the same time. No, but it's good that the more projects that we have that's similar to DeFi or at the same level, good team, good utility, good solution to a problem, it will be better for the whole ecosystem.
Of course.
The DeFi team is moving really fast because they have a good leader that is Matan. This young guy at such a short age, been doing a lot of stuff, racing, business developer, marketing, community building, but also he's putting all the intention to help the next billion of users to join on board into crypto, which is a challenge that many of us we have experience. And now with DeFi solution, I think it will be a no-brainer. I will start to use it. Probably I have to start to ditch all my tablets and stuff and only use my smartphone, and probably I won't need this anymore. We'll see. But then it's been a pleasure to have you. We will leave all the links below. But if people want to connect with DeFi, it's at T_5_ is the one that verify. Don't get in fake groups of Telegram or fake Twitter account. Don't send money to anyone. They're saying that they're raising and there's nothing official. Be careful with this. But Matan, thank you so much again for having you and the DeFi team in here. And I'll see you very soon, either in Singapore or in Korea or in the next DEX.
What about Rio? Are you coming to Rio?
Rio, I might come to Rio. We'll see.
You speak Portuguese. You have to. You speak Portuguese, right?
No, I don't. No falo portugués. Me quiero aprender. Spanish is a bit different. But one day, you and me will learn Portuguese.
That's good.
Thank you, Matan. Thank you
so much. Been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. See you in the next episode of CryptoOGs. Bye-bye, guys.